Well, I've had the FJ-09 for nearly 3 weeks now. It's had its first 600-mile service, and so naturally I've added a few Farkles. And you're looking right now at the Yoshimura tail tidy, which I think is a huge improvement over the thing that the OEM thing that was hanging off the back end. Very nice. On the bottom edge of the license plate holder, you see the Skane Design P3 rear visibility lights, which are discussed in another video of mine. Moving up and slightly forward, you see my Wolfman Wolf tail bag, which I decided to use instead of having side bags. It's really quite a neat thing. Let's see if you can see how it's attached. It has these bungee cords. Here's one. And you see these hooks that on the FJ-09 are perfect for this. Bungee cord just snaps around that. There's another one further aft and a pair on the other side. And these bungees go through holes in the bottom of the bag itself. Open it up. I hope there's enough light to see what's going on inside. Here's the main compartment, and I hope you can see the bungees come up from the bottom and through grommets, and there's just an overhand knot that you can put anywhere you want, so they're continuously adjustable to exactly the right length. And these bungees are really quite strong, and they hold it on gangbusters. And this main compartment's big enough for a gallon of milk and a few groceries, so it's just the kind of thing I needed. There are, you can actually expand the bag by unzipping this thing. It makes it taller in back if you need the extra room. I hadn't really needed it for groceries. There are also 3 outside pockets. In this one, I have a half cover for the whole bike, so if I leave it out in the sun, I can cover the whole thing. In this one, I have a strong lock and cable. If I want to leave my gear on the bike, I can run that cable through the sleeves of the jacket and the pants and so forth. And that works quite well. On the other side, I keep a cloth and the rain cover for the Wolfman Wolf tail bag itself. Also, I have a mic in there that I use to pick up the engine noise, the exhaust noise, when I'm driving. Moving a little further forward, you can see a pigtail I've attached for the battery, direct connection to the battery, so I can use a battery tender to keep the battery topped off when I'm not riding as often as I like. Still further forward, Chinese manufactured foot pegs, rubber covered, $13 and change from Amazon. I'll leave a link. These are really very high quality things. I was surprised, because I think the OEM pegs like this for the FJ are over $100. So these are much bigger. They're flatter. It has that nice non-skid kind of surface, and I guess to some extent they absorb vibration, some vibration. Up and further forward still, on the handlebar, you see the ram mount X grip, and I'll remove that and show you the ball that it's attached to. It's quite a slick attachment point, I think. Doesn't get in the way of anything, and it's in a good spot. Here are 2-inch mirror extenders. The actual extender is just this section that you see right here that screws in between the original mount and the original extension. 2 inches. which moves the mirror just enough up and out so that I can actually see behind me. Very nice. Grip Puppies I installed for two reasons. One is to increase the diameter of the the grip. The grips themselves are pretty narrow, I think. And also to reduce the buzz a bit, and I think they do both very well. I'd had the Grip Puppies on my FJR, which had heated grips, and it never diminished the heat I got from the grips that I could tell. So as you know, you may know, I got negotiated for the OEM heated grips on the FJ-09, and I don't anticipate these will interfere with the heat from them either. One thing, I really like the grips. They have a kind of a texture that means I can put my hand on the grip in the normal position, which is barely just to lay my hand on the grip with two fingers over the front brake, just resting there. And it's just the friction, especially when I have my gloves on, is enough that I don't really need to grip the bar to turn it, and I really like that. Further forward still, you see the V-Stream Sport Touring windscreen. Here in the lowest position, and I wonder if you can see how much more room there is between the windscreen itself and this mounting panel and the instrument cluster. A lot of extra room there relative to the original, and I suspect there's enough that the flow of air that comes up behind the screen through here adds to the effect of the overall drafting. Really like the screen though thus far. The V aspect of the screen seems to really carry wind up and to the sides as well as over the top. So even though it's in the low position, riding with it last few days, I think the wind is kind of right at the top of my helmet, and I expect in the winter things will be even better. Here is one of the Skane design photon blaster front fork conspicuity lights, visibility lights. Of course, there's one on the other side just like it. And the subject of a separate video, these I think work very well. And of course you can't see them, but I replaced the front brake pads with the EBC-HH splintered pads that were recommended by Two Wheel Obsession, Brian Glenn, the font of all wisdom regarding bikes. This is my Cortec tank bag. I've actually had this for quite a while, but it's a good fit for the FJ-09, I think. Nice large main compartment. Keep water in there when I'm riding, a snack, and I keep this gizmo. I'll show you that undone in just a second. There's a safety harness to attach it here, and I always attach it, but it's never come loose. The super magnets in that thing. Now here's the microfiber cloth that I showed you just a few seconds ago. If I have to leave the bike parked out in the sun, I just put this over the instrument panel with a bungee cord around it. Keeps it quite secure and keeps the instrument panel out of the sun. And here's where I store my helmet if I have to run in somewhere. I first attach the chin strap, I hope you can see it, and just drape that over the thing for the pillion peg. And then when that's secure and I don't have to worry about dropping it, if I need it to be a little non-removable, I've got just a regular cable gun lock that I attach through the part of the helmet. And that's all easy. I don't have to worry about dropping my helmet. It seems pretty secure there. Works well.